Hello, my dear fellas, again. Well, what an event. What an event. I can only say what an event. I mean, I've seen tons of tricky events and I've seen everything in my life, but I placed two underdog bets and this didn't come to fruition. Like, I risked a lot, didn't pay out. Actually, I didn't have many misses, but when I missed two bets, I missed two bets, so a miss is a miss. Didn't go well for me. Really didn't go well, and I can only say that I can't wait for the next week because I hope I'm gonna, I hope I'm gonna recover my money. I didn't do a good job, and I mean, maybe I did a good job for others, but this time I was horrible for myself. Anyway, let's recap the whole card. Emily Ducote versus Ashley Yoder. A head fight starts round 3. Emily Ducote won after 3 rounds of good toe-to-toe battle. Excellent fight. Chris Gutierrez versus Alatin Haile was my first miss of the night, as I had the fight not going the distance. Chris Gutierrez won via anonymous decision. Was a super technical fight. Hello, Grayson. How are you doing? I didn't do well with my bets. You will see. Melissa Dixon versus Irina Alexeva. I thought actually Alexeva was gonna win potentially submission, but a decision for Melissa Dixon ruined my first bet. Then Terence McKinney versus Brandon Marotti. I had fight not going the distance. As a side call was Terence McKinney, but could have gone either way, and I can only say that. That fight didn't shock me at all. Terence McKinney knocked him out cold right off the bat. He knew he had horrible cardio, and McKinney is actually playing to his strengths. He knows that his cardio is not good enough, and he wants to knock you out by any means necessary. Lisboa versus Oliveira. I had fight starts round 3. Lisboa won via decision 3 out of 5. Darren Elkins versus TJ Brown. I had Darren Elkins. I made 5.5 units. That's amazing, man. I'm so glad because of you. Darren Elkins won, so I climbed to 4 out of 6. But then Christian Rodriguez versus Cameron Simon. Yesterday, I went to my bookie and said that I want to put an additional bet because Chaires versus Lacerda is not coming to fruition. You all know what happened. I don't want to waste your time with that. But I said, okay, Rodriguez missed the scale. I placed a bet on Simon. And unfortunately, that bet was not a good choice. You've seen that Cameron Simon lost unanimous decision. Then Michel Pereira versus Andre Petrovsky. I was thinking over 2.5 rounds, and I wasn't right about that one. Definitely wasn't right. Quick, easy, squeezy victory for Michel Pereira. Jonathan Martinez versus Adrian Yanez. I had Jonathan Martinez as a side call, so technically I didn't have many misses, you see. I was okay. I was right about Martinez. Jennifer Maia versus Vivian Araujo. I had over 2.5 rounds. But it happens, life happens, and that's how things go. Like, great victory for Vivian Araujo, but over 2.5 was one and only accurate bet I placed. Edson Barboza versus Sadiq Yusuff. Edson Barboza won after 5 rounds. I had over 1.5 as a prediction because it was extremely hard for me to tell which way this fight is going to go. It was so unpredictable fight. Melissa Dixon was the biggest bet for me. Well, you were right about her. I placed a bet on Alexeva and didn't go well. Really didn't go well. So with picks, I wasn't bad. I was 8 out of 11. Daniel said the went running as expected, but bets 1 out of 3. So I can say this fight card was on and off, was pretty much of a weird fight card for me. Tricky card. Wasn't expecting this outcome, this potential outcome. No. I was like, I missed only 3 fights, which is, I'm proud of it. But you'll bounce back. That's gambling. I know. But I risked a lot with 2 underdogs. I actually had only 3 misses, but 2 of my bets were not accurate. So Next week, I hope to bounce back. Like, technically, I didn't have a bad card for others, but for myself, I had a horrible card. But that's me. That I guess I exist because of that in this world. I'm good for others, but I'm not good for myself, and I accept my role. Like that's gambling, as Grayson says. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And big congrats to Grayson for winning a lot on Melissa Dixon for being up 5.5 units. It is really a great achievement. This fight card was so tricky for betting. He had many technical calls, etc. But I should have just listened to my heart. I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to, you know, I just favored Simon for some reason too much because Simon was just too good fighter. He was in the peak of his career, but I was like, that guy missed the scales. Maybe he is gassed, or I'm starting to think now that it was a tactical call for Gutierrez. Maybe he intentionally didn't hit the scale because he was having some secret plans. I don't know. Maybe he was trying. Maybe he was telling, okay, Simon will accept the fight to get more money, but I will defeat him. But this is the third time in a row that he misses the scale, so. I believe Gutierrez might actually go one division up. I think we are going to see that in the future. And Sadiq Yusuff versus Edson Barboza. That was one of the most controversial fights ever seen. As in round one, Sadiq Yusuff came so close to finish Edson Barboza. I was so nervous. But Edson Barboza is actually very tough. Edson Barboza can take a beating. So I can tell you, Edson survived the onslaught. Edson really did a wonderful, wonderful job here. He kind of shocked me with how tough he is. In round one, 95% of fighters would have gone down like wrecking balls, but not him. Also, we've seen bad strategy for Adrian Yanez. He is pretty much vulnerable to leg kicks, and against Jonathan Martinez, it's a bullet in the head, literally. I know some people in the fight ready camp, they said Rodriguez purposely didn't cut the weight. I assume he purposely didn't do it because he was like Cameron Simon was going to accept the fight anyway, and he wanted to be heavier than Cameron Simon. I know that he did something intentionally. I just had that kind of a feeling that he did it intentionally for some reason, but it's behind us right now anyway. Vlad is reffing tomorrow, so Vlad needs to go to sleep. I'm telling you, thank you so much. I hope tomorrow I might be streaming. If not, then I will stream Monday. Night, Vlad. Thanks for all the consistently awesome content. Oh, thank you so much, Grayson. You're one of my most loyal fans. Really are one of my most loyal fans. Good luck, man. And I wish you more luck in the next event. This time 5.5 up. Next time I hope you will be 10 units up. Catch you, fellas. I'm going to sleep now.